Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are on the journey to becoming a self-taught fashion designer or building a fashion business, I highly recommend these fashion books for you. So I've included a mix of sewing and business books because I know that many fashion designers sew, especially in the early stages of their careers. Then as your career progresses, you can start working with tailors and manufacturers who now handle the sewing and construction aspect of your work while you focus on the creative and the business aspect of the brand. Now, I don't have most of these books in print. I have the soft copy of most of them, and because it's easier for me to read on my phone. But for you, however you choose to read, just get your hands on this book, and because they are invaluable on your journey as a self-taught fashion designer. Alright, so first on my list is The Freehand Fashion by Chinelo Bali. So this book is a must-have if you are into freehand cutting or you want to get better at cutting with freehand, so especially for corporate and smart casuals. And what I love about this book is how it adapts traditional Nigerian techniques into something that is fresh and modern. And for each project, you're going to have an idea of how to calculate the yardage required, how to calculate for circle skirts, and also how to line your garment properly. You'll learn how to cut pencil skirts, dresses, sleeves, and even jackets. So the only thing I wish it had was a pant block, but overall it's a fantastic resource. And I got a video where I shared some of the techniques from this book. Be sure to check that out. I'll link it in the description below. The next one is Dress Pattern Designing by Natalie Bray. So this is a classic book by Paris-trained Russian pattern maker Natalie Bray. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know that Natalie Bray pattern drafting method is my favorite. It makes me feel so smart whenever I use it. And this is the method I use to draft most of my patterns. Before discovering this book, I knew two other pattern drafting methods, but as soon as I learned the Natalie Bray pattern method, it quickly became my go-to. So whether you're a beginner or an experienced designer, this book is excellent for you. It's detailed, and while there's a bit of a learning curve, some people find instructions complicated, you'll get the hang of it when you take your time, to learn it. And the more you use it, the better you get at it. There's many pattern blocks to learn from in this book. It covers the basics, including measurements, block pattern, circular pattern, simple pattern designing, yokes, dart manipulation, sleeves, collars, necklines, skirts, and more. So I highly recommend this book because it really helped me on my journey, and it's still helping me. People have different opinions and experience with the Natalie Bray method for pattern drafting, but it's my own favorite. I don't know if you use it or you have used it before. Let me know in the comments whether you like it or not, because you either like it or you don't like it at all. Let's talk about the metric pattern cutting for women's wear by Winfred Aldrich. There's a men's wear version of this book. I recommend this book for you if you already have a grasp of basic pattern drafting and you feel comfortable working with patterns already. While it does include instructions on drafting basic pattern, you can easily skip that part and jump straight to the sections that teach you how to adapt and stylize your pattern blocks. And what I really love about this book is the abundance of illustrations on drafting different sleeves, different colors, different skirts, dart manipulations, and so on. There's so many pictures for you to just look and get what you want, and they're also very straightforward to follow, and it's my go-to reference whenever I forget how to achieve a particular style or need to work around a specific design. So the book is very detailed, and like I said before, you can just keep the parts that don't interest you and go focus on what you need to learn. So if you are still here Thank you for hanging out with me. Thumbs up, and please like this video if I've been giving you value so far, and also subscribe to the channel. Okay, so now let's talk about the business side of things, because without structure and business skills, it's tough to build a sustainable, scalable business, except of course you want to continue making money from your hobby, and that can only take us so far, right? You know what's funny? I didn't really like sewing. So when I started out, I actually wanted to partner with a friend, and she was going to be handling the design and the production while I focused on the business side. But of course that didn't work out. So I'm sharing this just so you know that where my head and my mind has always been. I've always seen fashion as a business and not just a vocation. And I believe that is something you can build and pass down to your children and future generations. So think about the big fashion houses that are still around, even though their founders are long gone. And that's the kind of legacy I want you, I want me, I want us to start to think about for our small businesses, especially in Nigeria. And I'll admit that I have struggled with structure, especially since I juggle this with different jobs and activities, and I'm always on the move. So I can relate to the struggle and the challenges, that comes with building a brand. But while we're still finding our feet, let's start thinking of ourselves as business owners and start establishing structure and educating ourselves along the way. So these are the books about the business of fashion that I read and I still refer to every time. I still read them. Okay, starting with the Fashion Design Reference and Specification book by J. Calderon, I don't know their names, and Laura Volpintes. So I found this book on Orange Culture's mentorship Instagram page, and I searched for it immediately. So this book is not solely a business or fashion book, but it's a comprehensive guide covering a wide range of topics related to fashion design. It provides detailed information on the design process, the fabric selection, fashion illustration, and garment construction. So it also includes segments on the business aspects of fashion, such as understanding the fashion industry, production processes, career development, research, budgeting, time management, marketing, and so on. So this book is packed with valuable resources, and I'm sure that you're going to enjoy it. Then there's the Smart Money Woman by Arese Ogu. I have the hard copy of this one, the second series of it, and I must say that it's a fantastic read. This book combines engaging storytelling with financial advice for everyone. So it's filled with tips on savings, on investments, and managing debts. And it has a tone that feels like you're, just chatting with your friends. And there's a character in the book that you will find interesting. She runs a fashion brand, and her journey through various financial and business challenges offer very, very valuable insights into managing the fashion business, okay, and especially in Nigeria. So it's not a fashion book, but it provides solid advice and relatable storylines for anyone looking to improve their financial literacy while enjoying a good and interesting read. And of course, that includes fashion designers, right? Lastly, I also recommend the Fashion Business Manual for all fashion entrepreneurs who want to run successful businesses. So it's a visual guide with so many illustrations that break down the complexities of the fashion industry. So from building a brand to developing your marketing strategy to understanding the financial side of running a label and stuff like that. So what I really like or love about this book is how it provides real world examples from industry professionals and make those big, sometimes intimidating business concepts feel like something you can do, something that is achievable, something that is relatable. So you feel like while reading the book, you feel like, oh, these things I can do them. Okay, So whether you are launching your first collection or scaling an established brand, this manual gives you the insights and tools you need to, navigate the fashion industry and create a profitable business that is built to last. If you're serious about becoming a self-taught fashion designer or a designer in general, these books should be on your online or offline shelf. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share it with someone on this same path or journey. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification so you don't miss on all the fashion tips and resources that we talk about and share here. So I want you to tell me in the comments which of these books you are planning to pick up, or which one you have read before, or if you have other recommendations for us that we can all learn from. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear from you.